Hey, welcome everyone to yet another Tuesday Newsday on a Wednesday. So sorry that we couldn't make the yesterday pod time. It's entirely my fault. I took the second shot and was in a minor accident, but everything is fine. It did postpone the pod though. I hope you can forgive us. With me, I have two much smarter people than I, which is really good. I have Sinzar and Red Ash. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right, so the banner that literally everyone has been waiting for forever, right? Or is it just me?
It's a good banner, but it's being split like most of the double envy banners in global.
Right, right. So we're talking actually about the Final Fantasy 6 banner, one of my favorite games. I'm sure I've mentioned that before. So split, Sinzar, does that mean that in JP, this banner was originally both Triumphant General Celes as well as Cyan, right?
Cyan, yeah.
Yes, they both came out on the same day. I honestly don't remember if they shared a literal banner or if it was just two individual banners released on the same day. Because I actually didn't pull, so I didn't really pay attention. But they came out on the same day. Whether they were the exact same banner or a banner you pick which one to pull on, I don't remember.
Right, right. Okay, okay. But at least it's split for us. So there's no Cyan for us right now. It is actually just Triumphant General Celes as well as Umaro, of course, the abominable Yeti, I guess. Yeti of Narsh, and as well as Mog. So that's pretty cool. Very cool banner. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. But there's one important question I have to ask immediately. Is Terra getting her
What's
upgrades?
that?
Because that's the only thing I care about.
Uh, she,
She's
she is not with this one.
Ugh.
probably with Cyan's banner. She's going to get her Chronicle battle.
Yeah, that sounds like a copium response to me, friend. It's like, yeah, sure, with Cyan's banner, it's bound to happen. Yeah, this has never
Hopefully,
happened
I guess.
before, where we didn't get upgrades for a unit that was supposed to get upgrades. Nope, never before. So just a quick question to our listeners that might be just as outraged as I am that Terra is not getting better. How good does she get, Senzar?
She let me see. Try to think real quick. Her base form LB, the Madeline field, it
Hmm?
gets increased to a 100% buff instead of 25. So that's four
Oh,
times better.
wow.
Uh, yeah, it's really good. All her regular fields, the fire, ice, and lightning ones, those get changed to be universal fields. So instead of just for magic, it's now magic and physical, same way as
Wow.
Louise's field is. She also gets EX2 upgrades, or is it EX3 upgrades? I forget. Either EX2 or EX3 that gives her LB to autofill at the start of the battle. And then if you spend crowns on her, which are not coming out with this patch, that's probably the reason she's getting delayed. But
Okay.
if you spend crowns on her, it increases her fields to 40%. And
And
then there's her Chronicle battle, which it doesn't buff her directly, but it buffs her STMR, which gives her 500 flat magic and 50% more LB damage. And
oh,
it
the Luna
increases the
Freya treatment.
yeah, and it increases the base magic to like 215, 220 or something. It's an
All right.
overall good buff.
But she gets no like direct buffs to, let's say, her shift form LB or anything like that. She'll just.
No, as far as like modifier boost, she does not.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like great. Like now, I'm even more sad that we are not getting her upgrades. But as you said, like it's probably like a crowns system thing that is going to be introduced at a later time, maybe, or maybe next week. Who knows? When do we you normally get app updates?
The end
Well,
of
the
the
app,
month.
well, the app update they actually already told us is coming on September 2nd. So
Okay. Because that would make sense, I guess, right? That the crown system would come with an app update.
probably also the reason we're not getting Cyan is almost definitely due to the fact that super limit burst are not like currently coded into the current client, so we have to
Right.
wait for the client update for super limit burst
So
units.
that probably also okay. I get it. So that's why we're getting Celeste. But if I understand the calendar, and I don't, I'm an idiot. But that actually means that it's gonna be on. So Cyan can't start on the 27th. Then he would have to start on the 3rd because that is post client update. Meaning that it seems like we have a week on the 27th that we don't know what we're getting for.
Fan units?
Maybe fan units. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very
I
interesting.
am here, by the way.
Hey, Dream. Nice, nice. I didn't introduce you in the
Hi.
beginning because you didn't start. So Dream is here too.
Hi. Just a
Um,
little late.
yeah. We are very happy to have you because like somebody has to like it's not enough with Sinzar only balancing out my stupidity. We need two people, and Red Ash doesn't count because he's kind of true neutral.
Right.
You're in the middle of the seesaw.
Yeah, exactly. He's in the middle of the seesaw. Okay, so let's jump into the banner then. Sorry for derailing the discussion with Terra. Obviously, she is my
Where are we
waifu.
up to?
We didn't get anywhere, Dream. We're just still like I just opened the can on like where the fuck is Terra, and then Sinzar calmed me down by saying, yeah, it's probably in the next app update. Um, hopefully, together with Cyan and SLB. But let's see. So Celes is absolutely worthless as a unit because she's a tank. Am I reading that correctly?
Well, she's a tank and
she's
she's
tank
like
and
an ice
her base
Nicole.
form. Yeah, her base form's a tank. Her ship form is the ice flavor of the current batch of support clones.
Yeah. But she doesn't have the Imperil, an ice Imperil, I guess.
Same as Aerith lacking light, I guess.
Yeah, it's not really that she's useless. Even as a tank, it's more that when you talk about Celeste, like I would recommend just don't even call her a tank because she's not going to be tanking in
Really?
modern day Brave Exvius. I mean, she
I mean,
can.
what
She's
what would
absolutely
she be tanking? Like a raid?
exactly. So unless you're like behind on content doing a really old trial. In fact, the magical trials are really old. The recent trials are all physical trials.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you're like really behind on content, she's just not gonna tank. She's gonna be on your party for her ice support or her killer buffing.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
the problem is not the kit; it's the places to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, I did
as
hear this. I
usual-
remember. Oh, sorry, Dream. Go ahead.
Just saying, as usual these days.
Yeah. Well, I did hear whispers when this came out in JP that she was actually a decent tank, like when it came to effective HP. But again, where the fuck do you use her? Like,
Yeah, she's bulky, but like bare bones on any extra stuff in the base form.
Okay. Well, I mean, although like that situation is slowly changing in GL, at least in a way where Cow does seem to require tanks, like for certain types of clears. So maybe there's an ice cow she would be fantastic for. I don't know.
She also gets used in
Tanking
1
there
DV.
is still a lot more like immunity based though, cow tanking.
Yeah,
So then like bulk doesn't matter too
true.
much. And a new unit that you want to be EX3 for cow, probably not the best.
Oh yeah,
financial
right.
decision.
You would have to be pulling quite hard, of course, for getting EX3. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
mean
That is
VA
true.
like Beatrix would be much more obtainable choice.
Right. And Cesar, you mentioned she had some killer support for DV.
Yeah, she has AoE 100, either 100 or 150, Dragon and Bird Killer, and then at EX3 she gets 160 to one of them. I forgot which one it is.
160. Oh my god, my OCD is flaring. But okay. Okay, nice. So she does. I mean, so you might be bringing her. Although, like, who the fuck are you bringing to DV for ice?
During her release in JP, because the JP sets the baseline for the schedule. The Dark Visions during her month was ice, it was dragon, it was bird. So just like Clash of Wills or I'm sorry, just like Sky is designed for the Clash of Wills of that month. She was designed specifically for the Dark Visions of that month because Global has shifted the schedule so far off track. We're like 2 Dark Visions away from the one that came out with her. So if you pull her today, she's going to be really useful in like 2 months when that Dark Vision finally comes to Global.
And I guess like her partners would then be like Zidane and maybe Arden.
Yeah, on JP.
Sky.
Yeah, it was like it was Hawkeye, Zidane, and then Tifa and Sephiroth were out as well, and they were the big DPSs.
Okay, so Tifa and
that,
Sephiroth
like-
could do it on like multi-element as well.
Yeah.
Was that DV before the new Kurasame? Because he's ice and has dragon killers. So
I think Kurasame came out at the end of that Dark Vision because he
Oh.
came out like really close to Celeste. So I think it was still open at the time, but I couldn't swear to it.
Well, I
That
mean,
kind
that
of makes sense. I guess.
yeah, and that means that we might get, like so Celeste now, and then maybe even our next DV then is the Ice DV, and maybe we're getting Kurasame for that event as the,
Mhm.
perfect unit, the perfect puzzle piece to solve the DV. Cool, cool.
Good.
Okay. Well, let me just say she looks amazing. I think her sprite rendition was fantastically done. Her base form is her standard form that she has in the game, and her shift is in her white opera gown. Um, Although, like, I'm gonna say in the game, she had more of like those flaring, church bell type, or at least that's how I felt it was like one of those dresses rather than the more flat one she has, but she still looks amazing. So it's an amazingly good looking sprite, honestly. Like it really is.
Yeah, in the classic game, her base form sprite seemed like it was like wearing like a suit of armor without the helmet. But in the Brave Exvius version, she's like just wearing like a standard clothing, I guess, no armor.
Wait, what do you mean? I felt like she looked like this. Okay, now I need to open the sprite for the base game. Hold on, hold on, hold on. FF6 Celes. All right, let me take a look. Yeah, no, because okay, that's the Yamano art version of it. But wait, where is her sprite? You're right, Sensor. Yeah, she had those triangular shoulder pads and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Her original 3-star base sprite has those.
Right,
Still.
that's true. Yeah, this is the Amano art version of her. Like that's what she looks like in the instruction booklet. Right,
I
right,
guess
right.
that makes sense for CGs because that's where they originate from,
Yeah,
isn't it?
green hair and shit. Yeah. Oof. Mm. Okay, okay, okay. Let's forget the huge disappointment that was Terra's hair and move on, I guess. The next unit is Umaro, and that's interesting. Very well done, Sprite. Is he always berserked?
Yes.
But you could technically dispel him, but he doesn't have skills.
Wait, he doesn't have skills.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so true to the
But
source
also
material.
after the spelling, like he would have already used his turn still, and then it would auto reapply at the start and then attack.
No,
right?
it doesn't auto reapply. It's one of those
Oh,
things.
okay.
It's cast when the fight starts and all. So if you dispel it, you can use his limit burst for DPS, and his limit he actually
I
has
see. I was wondering about the LB.
yeah, he has LB like boost and all in his passives, but he
Oh.
has no active skills whatsoever. And I mean, he's a 7-star unit, and he can't wear he can't wear gear.
Oh.
So like he's not doing damage. But if
No,
you
he is a
just want to have fun with it, you can.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a shame because, like in the base game or in the original game, Umaro did do damage. Like he was also berserked, but he could actually do damage. A shame that they didn't do something like make his passives ridiculous or something, so he has like base 5,000 attack or something. That would have been interesting. Is there anything to say about his STMR then? Like, is that good? What does it do? Some attack.
It's
It
it's a new source of death immunity.
Oh,
That's something.
oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, but it's an
yeah,
STMR though, so you'd need to have 4 of them.
that's pretty much the only reason for it is the death immunity.
Okay, okay, wow. Okay, that's
Like
a
the other stats on it are fine, but certainly not something to go for other than for that.
yeah, and his TMR is another Aurora scarf, but in materia version.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Which is generally better if you really are optimizing for that for some reason.
Yeah, like listen, I have switched to a auto attacking team in arena now. I'm never fucking going back. Okay, this is the best thing that has ever happened to my lazy arena runs. I just press auto and take a shit, make a cup of coffee, and like it's
I
done.
mean, I want more Avengers, so I don't even have to press auto.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I don't even have a single, I think, so I'm a pleb just pressing
They're
auto.
from Star Quartz. You can just go pick them up.
Wait, from what?
Or at least one of them is. The Avenger Dagger is just from a Star Quartz shop.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, then I could pick one up, yeah. But I mean, since no one else has it, I'm gonna press auto anyway. The Avenger
Yeah,
Dagger,
that's
I guess, would be good on Biggs and Wedge because they do their nice tag chain, so they could probably clear out a lot of teams just by themselves.
Or if you've got a pair of them, you can put them on like 2 Jessies as well.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Anyway, sidetracked.
And yeah, sidetrack. I mean, auto attack teams are good. So there's another unit on the banner though. It's actually Mog, Moogle of Narsh. He is very cute. Is it a he?
I think so.
Is there like a lore thing that might like spoil this? I don't know. Because I have no idea in the game. Like there's nothing in the I don't know if they call him he in the game, maybe. I don't know.
There's like external lore from like the official site. The Mog charm you get from the World of Ruin is his memento where his girlfriend died when Kefka destroyed the world.
Oh my god, that is so fucking dark. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I will never use the Moogle charm in the same way again, I feel, when I'm replaying Final Fantasy VI. Huh. Okay. Okay, but
It
what is he
seems
then?
like he does support stuff, kind of.
Yeah, he has the wind and ice and peril field, kind of like Lord of the Seas, Nicole's, or Nyx, where it applies a stacking in peril to the enemy. So you can do a bigger ice or wind in peril, more than usual. It's for the most part, he won't really be worth putting on a team just for that, unless you're going like off element and you're fighting a boss with like 120 ice resist or something, and you want to use an ice team anyway or a wind team anyway. Then
Right.
it can be worth it. But if you're going proper element, it's usually not going to be worth the party slot in Dark Visions.
Yeah. Well, he does have reduced chance of encounters by 50% on his TMR. Is that like a new secret OP Bahamut farming thing?
We've had plenty of reduce encounter rate stuff already, and
But do they have like
it seems like
50%? Maybe they do.
I think there's been like a 50% one before, and like tons of 25s.
Okay.
It seems like that reduce encounter A caps at 100, and B like doesn't work or barely works in Realm of the Dragon King anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah. And he has an SDMR that's actually really poor looking, to be honest. Like, okay, so it's a two-handed spear with 170 attack and with bird and stone killers, but isn't 170 attack pretty low nowadays? Like, what's Mazurka's at?
hers is 198.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
It
difference
does?
is
This
his
one
has
has 1.3 variance.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and also 2 killers on it. But yeah, it is weird that it's 1.3, whereas some of the newer spears are 1.25. They just can't make up their mind on spears.
Yeah. Well, in general, I think variance is a fucking clusterfuck if you go into that field and like look at Jesus Christ. So yeah, let's just not. Okay, so it's actually then it could actually be like best in slot for Sky, for instance, on certain fights. So that could be like if you're a Sky fan,
There's
you
a
might want the
chance.
Mog. Yeah, there's a chance.
But
So,
it's going to be like a pretty small difference regardless.
but I have to say, I feel more of an idiot than usual because Sinzar, you just mentioned that Mog has a stacking imperil, just like Nickel. Nickel has a stacking imperil. Wait.
Nyx.
Yeah, in his shift form, when he summons Leviathan, it applies the water 25% decreased imperil, and it stacks with regular imperil. So if you do his flood for
It's a
120
field
and the
effect.
field, yeah, you've got a 145 total imperil.
So
on
it's
the boss.
additive, not multiplicative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, multiplicative would have been fucking broken, but okay. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Okay.
Just 25% damage boost.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's sweet. That's a sweet thing. I did not know that. I learned something. Maybe some of the listeners are just as stupid as I am, and also learned something. Who knows? Okay, but pretty cool banner. I mean, also nostalgia wise, I think it's an amazing banner. I would love to just have Celeste in my party just to have her. In general, because like she just looks amazing, and who knows, maybe we'll get content that needs tanks sometime. Like, did JP ever again?
Unfortunately, not yet.
No.
Oh my
No,
god!
I'm guessing that your savings plans didn't go very well, Barros.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting at 2k lapis right now, so I'm pretty screwed on this one, unfortunately. But I did get both Tifa and Sephiroth, so there's that. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna be crying when Cyan comes out because Cyan is my bigger desire from the FF6 crew. So I'm gonna be crying if I don't get him. Okay, but all right. She has a vision card. It's actually very cute looking. It's the opera scene where she throws the bouquet of flowers. But it's an attack and magic 100 card. So this is a really good hybrid card, I guess, if hybrids mattered ever.
hybrids don't matter, but I think it still might be best in slot for like all the FF6 units because of its level 10 passive.
Oh
which
shit!
is
I just saw that.
300 flat stats for all of them.
Wow. Okay, that's
So
actually
that's
pretty decent.
300
Yeah.
magic on Terra, 300 attack on Cyan,
Yeah. Oh shit.
etc.
Just to clarify this real quick, we actually spent a few people spent a lot of time mapping it out and checking builds. It will be best in slot on Terra after Yuna comes out and you get her STMR, and after the new Lina comes out and you get her STMR.
Okay.
With both of
So
those,
it's very close, basically.
yeah. So you can swap the card at that point, but until then, the evocation of her own card is better on Terra.
But hold on, like is Terra even relevant? Because like I mean, I get that she gets a lot of flat magic or some flat magic from her upgrades, but like will her damage, match up?
She's still one of the best fire mages for finishing. Yeah, it's comparing her to other DPS of other elements. She's still way far behind.
Right.
But if you're looking for a fire mage, I think she's still the number one.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And I mean, like, I think if she does get like all of her upgrades and stuff, collectively they do like a decent amount for her.
Okay. Well, here's the hoping. I enjoy using Terra, and I'm at the level where I'm still sub optimizing my teams and using fire when I shouldn't, just because. Well, with fire I get to include Terra, so yeah. Okay, but pretty sweet vision card, and we're getting the Zozo event dungeon as well as Assassin Shadow NVA.
Yeah, we already have his NVA, but we get free copies of it, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, of course, we already have his NVA. Yeah, of course. But we're getting free copies of him with this dungeon.
Because I've only ever pulled like 2 copies of him, so I'm appreciating this.
I've never used him though. I had his NVA for a long time. I've never had a trial or place where I've used them though.
I mean, I still feel like he kind of has a niche with his like spammable break plus double mirage with LB fill on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not like the most meta.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, on this event in the JP server, he got one of those unit upgrades that JP loves to do, and he became very strong. He is like extremely better in the JP version. Now, in the news, they did not mention these at all. So either they're being skipped or they're being, secretly added on Thursday. So we don't know which one it's going to be.
Okay, because I would be fucking furious. Because I also heard my man Locke is supposed to get some fucking upgrades.
Yes, he gets in JP he got stuff. Well, both. He got crowns and he also got some direct upgrades to his kit just automatically for free.
Free ones as well.
Because that's fucking bullshit. I need these upgrades,
please.
They already hurt me bad with Crown Prince Noctis. Like, don't do this, Gumi. Like, fucking release them. There's nothing stopping them from releasing them and making a unit that was actually never good decent. Literally nothing stopping them.
Speaking of just news that's relevant, this was like somewhat talked about with the whole letter from the operations team stuff, but they talk about like focusing on different things, but like porting that kind of stuff is almost no effort. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just some modifiers. It's not like they have to do some extreme translations or anything for it. It's just like release it and let us be surprised by the nice benefits. Like, we don't even care if you don't translate. Listen, we'll translate it for you, Gumi. We'll do a special pod episode. We're just going to translate all the stuff that's happened. You don't even have to make a news post about it. We're just going to do it. But just give us, okay? We need it. And this is a King Mog event, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting. And then we also have a Chronicle battle. And this is the one you mentioned, Cesar, where you'd be, or no, this is not the one where you upgrade her sword.
No, in JP, it released 2 Chronicle battles at once. It was Ultros and the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon is for Terra, so that's probably coming with Cyan.
Yeah, okay. I would say so as well.
And this is just for Hyper Wrist, which seems decent-ish, like 50% bird killer, 45 attack, I guess, but only for Final Fantasy.
Series locked.
Yeah, and also Final Fantasy 6 units only. Okay.
Yeah,
that's why I said series locked.
The reason for this one is you can craft a whole bunch of these for your team to help you kill Valley Garmanda, because in JP that was locked to Final Fantasy 6 units only.
That's the
Oh.
EX stage.
Okay. Interesting.
Unfortunately, Terra can't use those killers, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's fine. That's one of her strengths too,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. And there is ninja gear, which would be amazing for Yoshikiri, if anyone remembers that we have a unit called Yoshikiri, but it does 25% spirit true dual wield. No, wait, sorry, no, true dual hand.
Double hand.
yeah, I don't think it would be great, especially
not
with
great
the
for Yoshi.
23 flat spirit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind.
But
it was a
yeah,
nice thought.
Yeah. Okay.
He actually can't use it anyway though.
Yeah, since it's Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 6 units only. Okay, so it seems like your recommendation, Cesar, seems to be like run this Chronicle battle to get a couple of these wrists, because you might be using them for the EX stage, right?
Yeah, it's really good for Shadow, and if Shadow gets his upgrades, then if you don't have Terra, then Shadow can also clear it in time with really good gear.
Nice. All right, cool. Then the fountain is coming back, the new fountain, the 14-day one, where you get 1,500 lapis on purchase and then 300 per day. That's coming. That's coming this week. So from this week and a week ahead. I'm mentioning that because that's a very high value package for people that just want to spend a little on this game to support it. I usually get them just because I can't save lapis. This is my only way of having lapis for banners. So what more are we getting? We're getting the weekly free 10+1 summon with
Yep, the
the
result.
the result of the
first vote.
vote. Okay. And this is for 10 weeks, right? Because we're actually getting a full 1 out of 10 tickets, right?
Yeah.
So it lasts
Yes.
basically until the end of October, and by the end of that, we will have got 1 full random NV and 110 pulls.
Very nice. And they are starting now. So we're actually getting one this week now,
Mhm.
which is very nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. I actually think I might get a ticket, a 10 ticket from this pull, if I'm not wrong. Well, you know what? I would have already had a fucking 10 ticket, Gumi, if one thing had happened, and that's if the fucking shard dungeon was here. Where the fuck is the shard dungeon, Gumi?
Exactly.
Because
There's
like,
also the operations team's letter that came out this week.
yeah, did it
Yeah.
say something about the shard dungeon?
Nope.
No.
But the dungeon, no.
Because like, what the
But
fuck?
it is
Where's my
giving-
dungeon? I have units that are premium that need their EX2, Gumi. Okay, that's what I need. I need this in my life. Like, I have many units that need EX2s actually, and I'm like 20 shards away from them.
Mine is so oversaturated with stuff to run currently.
That's like stupid. Come on. It's like, I just, why can't they just make the fucking plunge? Just give us what JP has. Like, for the love of God, just give us what JP has. Because first of all, I would actually just appreciate it if it was a daily thing, because it's more engaging that way to me, at least. And like, I can't stand this where I'm wondering when the next shard dungeon is gonna come and if it's gonna come at all. Okay, I need it. No, just me.
I think
I mean-
we're just letting that sink in, give it
I mean-
proper gravity.
I definitely prefer the JP method of doing the shard dungeon instead of once like twice a year or something on global. You get it every day in JP, and it's steady, which is I prefer that.
Or like even if it was like a week per month.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
some kind of extra frequency and consistency.
Yeah, just anything really, honestly anything. But yeah, I think that
You
I'm
mean
just
you don't like the friend point shards?
no, fuck those. Like,
Oh,
holy
God.
shit.
We don't talk about that
We
joke.
don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. No, but honestly, we need something. It's obvious we need something, especially in the era of premium units. This, to me, risks killing the game. Because if I don't have another way of getting some shards so I can enjoy my units, then, like, no. Okay? Listen, I need this. Gumi, you need to step the fuck up. We need the shard dungeon this week. Okay? Surprise us tomorrow. Give us the fucking shard dungeon. Okay? And speaking of, I guess, surprises or extra features, aren't we soon getting the whole favorite equipment feature?
Yeah, that's in the September 2nd app update.
Okay. Interesting. And is there anything we should warn people about? I know that Gumi has been giving out these warning messages, but all I see is just like, yeah, your parties won't be saved anymore or something, right?
Yeah, it'll clear most of your parties, and I think does it unequip everyone as well?
Yes, because well, after this update, your units cannot be equipped anymore if they're not in the party. The second you take a unit out of a party slot, they're immediately unequipped.
Oof.
Because
Interesting.
yeah, because every single slot of every single party everywhere in the game has a 100% unique gear pool. So your party in party slot 1 is not sharing gear with your party in party slot 2
Oh.
or anything else.
That's very nice, though.
Yes, but the side effect is units can no longer be wearing gear while they're not in a party. So
Yeah,
as soon
makes
as they come
sense.
out of the party, they're unequipped.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
but
was
you
a
could ju- you
stupid
could
thing to
just
begin with, I guess, like that units have gear outside of a party, really. Like,
I mean, not
just-
necessarily. If you're swapping things around a lot, but yeah, it's definitely still an upgrade overall, but it will be a little bit of a painful transition.
yeah. One thing that I'm a bit sad about is actually that all my trial parties are gonna get deleted, and those are usually the ones I
your
use.
your save teams won't be touched.
No, but you know
Like
their
the
gear
ones
and
that you
everything
have in
will.
the save and load.
Oh,
Well, no,
right.
I think you
Oh.
can. You'll still be able to load them, and they'll be fine.
Oh, those are
It's
not
just
the ones
for
getting
all-
deleted.
yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
No,
Oh, okay.
It's all your active stuff.
Okay. It's all my active
Those
parties.
20 save slots
Gotcha.
should be safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for about a month and a half, if we're going by JP, you're gonna have 95% of your friends list be Rain.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be sad because I have like a fair few like favorited friends of like old people that have like quit, and it's been nice like seeing their old friend units and stuff. So I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna be quite sad to see that go.
Hey,
Shout out
actually,
to Hazard.
yeah,
Yeah.
shit dream. That's actually true. There are some nostalgia friends in my friends list, and it was nice seeing like what unit they put up just before they left, and now it's just gonna be Rain. Oh, okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. All right, so this seems like quite an exciting week. I mean, or lukewarm. Maybe
Well,
that's the best way.
Yeah, because that stuff isn't coming until September 2nd.
Exactly.
And also on September 2nd is the stuff from this operations letter, these player appreciation tickets and the 1/10 Envy Summon tickets.
Right. Can't wait for those, but that's still a bit away.
Yeah.
And until
We
then, I
don't know
guess.
exactly what they do yet.
Yeah, true. And I guess until then, we're just gonna have to enjoy a beautiful Final Fantasy VI banner with Zozo that probably has one of the coolest themes in any RPG. If you haven't heard the Zozo theme, you should go and listen to it because it's pretty cool. I hope it's gonna play when we're fighting the King Mog stage. Let's see. Anyway, I think that's it for this week, right, guys? Do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Maybe just repeat the message of Shard Dungeon. Where the fuck is it?
For content,
Unit
that's it.
upgrades, please.
Yeah, they had the letter saying their plans for like story events and all in Zeal.
Oh,
Yeah, we're getting.
Yeah, we're getting free lapis because of the skip story events. They're gonna compensate us with lapis.
that's good. That's good.
I've
I
paid
enjoy
for
Lapis.
6 months. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we know that like overall, like monthly Lapis income is very like metered out anyway. It's all planned and stuff. So it's like the sources of it don't really matter, I guess.
Yeah, as long as we don't
But,
skip
like,
them, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Well, it's just like it's sort of like we'd be getting the same amount of Lapis from somewhere or another, regardless,
Okay.
based
okay.
on how much they want to give us. But like, yeah, it's still gonna feel nice to get some lump sums.
Yep. Indeed, especially for people who can't save, you know. All right, well then. Thanks everyone for chilling this week. I wish you the best of luck if you're pulling for Celes. She's an amazingly looking unit, and you know what? Fuck the meta. Pull the units you want. Yeah, that was me saying goodbye. Like, guys, say goodbye.
Yeah, I think.
See you next
Bye.
time.
All right, bye everyone.